The University of Kent in response to financial challenges. Hello, I'm Miranda Shunker. First tonight, the Home Secretary has visited Sussex to launch a crackdown on spiking, promising that anyone who spikes a drink with drugs or alcohol will be held to account by changes in the law. James Cleverly met police officers in Crawley as part of a national week of action. There's more than 500 reports of spiking every single month, and as Nick Johnson reports, it's a crime that can leave victims with long-term fear and trauma.
Imogen and her friends were on a night out in Brighton 3 years ago when her drink was spiked.
I was feeling like, I would say drunk, but not at a level where I was like out of control or like unaware of where I was or didn't know my like surroundings. I woke up in a cupboard upstairs in the venue I was at. It was about 4 in the morning. I got up, ended up setting off all the security alarms. I could barely walk.
At Volks Bar and Club on the seafront, enhanced measures in place to prevent drinks from being tampered with.
So we've got obviously the bottle stops, which have been around for a while. Quite simple. You just put it in the bottle and then you can put your straw in there, and then this is very difficult to get out. On top of that, we've also got these stickers. Same things, you can take it off, put it over the glass like that, and then you can put your straw straight through there, and then your drink is safe. Make sure no one can tamper with it.
But if someone's drink does get spiked, support is on hand.
Once we find out the full story, we can look at CCTV. We can, obviously, if the suspect's still here, we can detain them. As soon as we hear about it, we call the police, who on Fridays and Saturdays, they come quite quickly.
Spiking, where drugs or alcohol is added to someone's drink without their knowledge or consent, is already illegal. There are around 560 cases reported to police around the country every month. The Home Secretary, James Cleverly, who came under fire last year for making a joke about spiking his wife's drink, has been meeting police officers in Crawley and has described the crime as habitually underreported.
We're updating the legislation to make it clear and unambiguous that spiking is a crime. We prioritise the prevention of crimes against women and girls, and the people who perpetrate spiking will be held to account.
When you hear that the Home Secretary, the one who's saying the government needs to get tougher on this, made a joke about spiking, how does that make you feel?
It's disgusting, really. It's, you know, these are people that we're meant to be going to for support, and these are people that are meant to be protecting the public. And yeah, how am I meant to have any trust in somebody like that man, you know, looking after us as the public and people, yeah.
For Imogen, going after the perpetrators isn't enough.
I think there needs to be just as much focus on what happens to victims. There needs to be a support system put in place, whether that's the day after it's happened, when it's happened, or whether that's a year later.
A major incident declared at a Surrey hospital this evening has been resolved after a power outage led ambulances to be put on full divert to other locations. A number of systems critical to the East Surrey Hospital's operation were affected for several hours, but A&E has now reopened to the public. A hit-and-run driver who killed a disabled pensioner as he crossed the road in Chatham has been jailed for 4 years. Naomi North failed to slow down as she approached a Pelican crossing, hitting a man in his 70s who died at the scene. 2 burglars who threatened their victim in Ashford before stealing jewellery, cash and designer clothing have been jailed for 1 year and 10 months.
Oh, Brian, show me your hands! Show me your hands now! Only you show your hands!
Kent Police have released body-worn camera footage showing the arrest of Jack Grindley and Leon Melson in July. Both pleaded guilty to burglary and affray at Canterbury Crown Court. A young offenders institution in Kent will be converted into an adult prison following criticism over its violent culture, poor conditions and the near-total breakdown in behaviour management. Cookham Wood in Rochester will switch by the summer, and the teenage boys currently held there will be moved to other young offenders institutions. Now, 6 subject courses are being cut at the University of Kent. The university says it will stop recruiting students to courses including art history, health and social care and journalism in response to financial challenges. It's understood those already studying the subjects being cut will be supported until the end of their degrees. And finally, skeleton athlete Matt Weston from Crowborough has won Britain's first ever World Cup in the sport. He did just enough in Lake Placid, coming 4th yesterday to win enough points to claim overall gold across 8 races this season. His consistency has been key. For 2 years now he's been brilliant, and he's on a trajectory for the Winter Olympics in 2 years' time. Well done to him. Time now though for the weather with Nina Ridge.
Today we had grey skies with some rain moving its way south. That front is clearing away. It's introducing some brighter skies for the weekend, but also some colder air with a few showers mixed in as well. Now for most of us overnight tonight it's going to stay dry with very little cloud, so temperatures dipping down to around about 1 to 2 degrees. A chilly start, just sitting above freezing. But some sunny spells will take us through the morning. Then we'll pick up a little more cloud through the day. You can start to see the chance of those showers there. Move through pretty quickly. The winds are fairly strong. It's a chilly wind, highs of 9 to 10 degrees. Still the potential for some showers on Sunday, but fewer, a better chance of staying dry. And it stays pretty chilly on Monday, and it's going to be cloudy and damp.
That's it from me. Have a lovely weekend. Good night.